to be 100% transparent here, Republicans have the majority during special session. Unfortunately, gerrymandered maps are going to pass. But as
Jesse, you know my answer on June 17th is going to be I'm in the state Senate. I'm going to be fighting against these maps, speaking against them, marching, doing everything we can to protest and to vote against and speak against these unconstitutional maps that are going to take away black voting power. I want the audience to focus on what Ms. Parks just said. They're going to pass anyway. She recently released a press release that said ideas go to die in the state Senate. She has given up. Fighters do not give up. They show up. And the difference between candidates in this race could not be clear. In a 60-year battle where we're fighting for black voting power after the 1965 Voting Rights Act, people have fought, bled, sweat, and died for the right to vote. So to have the opinion that the vote in the state Senate representing 191,000 people doesn't matter, it doesn't matter that she's not there because it's going to pass anyway, folks, that defeatism is how we lose to Trump.
There is no way that we should make anyone believe that the Secretary of State has the ability to rig an election. 11,780 votes. You couldn't ask me for one vote because integrity requires that you oversee and you make certain that people's votes are counted and that people are heard. That's how we feel validated as citizens, that their votes are counted. And so I believe and I know without a shadow of a doubt that if that call had come to me, it never would have happened. I would have done the same thing. I probably would have held a press conference immediately afterwards to say that this will not be tolerated because you can't buy a vote in Georgia.
Nikki Porcher's approach felt a little bit more holistic. She wants to attack childcare being an issue for people wanting to go back to work, supporting smaller businesses. She wants to connect people to resources that already exist, but they just don't know that they're available. So I think her approach was a little bit more holistic, and I think that's why I'm leaning that way this time around. If you have House of Representatives District 62 on your ballot, I will be voting for Ken Collier. He is in a runoff right now between him and Kavon Arnold. And Kavon seems like a lovely lady, but if you go to Ken Collier's website, it just feels a little bit more put together in terms of what he is looking to attack during his run in the House of Representatives. I mean, he was attacking everything from mental health to gun safety to workforce training for the youth. There's so many different things. I'll put it on the screen again so you all can see, but it just feels like he's a little bit more prepared in what he's wanting to approach when he gets into. During the debate, Robb says that Mo Ivory has been voting to increase property taxes, which is something that he has been very against in his tenure as the Fulton County Commissioner chair. She straight up says that he's lying and that this is just a reach for his desperate reach for power, and him trying to hold on to the good old times, whichever. But then I go and look this information up, and on 95.5 WSB's website, it says that in a 6-1 vote that Fulton County commissioners vote against proposed property tax increase. Do you know who was that number one out of the 7 commissioners? Mo Ivory. So she lied. She lied.